What's up, guys? Welcome to Nostalgia Trip. I'm Josh, and I'm joined by the magical Dan.
Magical?
Yeah, do you want to be magical?
That's the first time I've ever been described as magical, I think.
Well, that's, it's the first for everything. I can get you a hat. I got a top hat. Can you pull something out of it?
No.
Oh, well, it's not too bad then, I guess. So what do you do, Dan?
I am I guess I'm a Hearthstone broadcaster. Or caster, as I generally call myself. It means that I go to events or host events online, and I give the commentary over some top-level gameplay.
Of course.
That's what I do.
Excellent. And what are we playing today?
We're playing some Halo 3.
Excellent. Cool.
Well, the first time I played Halo at all was shortly after I got an original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh, that's a wraith shot there. But I was terrified of it.
Really?
I played it. I got to the bit where the Covenant started appearing, and I was just too scared. I couldn't play anymore.
So it wasn't even the Flood which scared you?
No, no, it was the first. It was the first level. These aliens. I was quite young. Like I was way too young to actually be playing Halo.
Mm-hmm.
It just came with the Xbox, which I bought for Abe Munch's Odyssey and a few other games like that. But I tried Halo, and it wasn't for me. But then a couple years later, I had a friend over who saw I had it. And he made me play it with him, and it was great, and I was hooked. So I got Halo 2 the day it came out, and then Halo 3 the day it came out. As I said to you a moment ago, I'm out of ammo.
What?
Oh,
come on, Dan.
I had a thing, I had a routine where every Saturday night, my mum's friends would come over, and her children would come over. My mum's friends' children would come over. Every Saturday night, without fail, we would play on Halo 2, we'd play on the map Headlong, just the three of us, and we'd just play Slayer and kill each other over and over and over again every Saturday night for about 2 or 3 years.
Oh dear.
Like before that, we played, I think it was Smash Bros, and before that we played Kirby's Air Raid. Actually, was our game before that.
That game was amazing.
But Halo 2 was the one that we played for the longest, and it was always the same map, which sounds really boring now looking back.
But when you're a kid, when you're younger, I think you can fall in love with stuff like that. Like a bit of routine like that goes a long way.
It would always end in the same way as well. It would always end in Charlie getting in the Scorpion tank, driving up onto the bridge, and me and Elliot like having to team up to take him down every Saturday night without fail.
It sounds like a kids' TV show when you put it like that. That's really cool.
But yeah, with Halo 3 and Xbox Live, I discovered matchmaking, and fell completely in love with it and obsessed, and it took over the entirety of my last 3 years of school. This laser is not doing it for me.
No, I'm not a big fan of the Spartan laser in this, if I'm honest.
I kind of, you're supposed to use it on the vehicles, I kind of just got past that section.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it was. I don't know why I got so hooked on it, especially Halo 2, because looking back, Halo 2 is probably one of the worst campaigns.
Right, yeah.
So I don't know. I have to kill them, don't I? I don't actually have to kill these guys. I don't know what it is that hooked me on. I really don't, but obviously something clicked.
I mean, for me, it was a charm. Like, this Halo is amazingly charming, right?
Okay.
It's for an FPS game, right? You can compare this to like Call of Duty, where it's like serious, gritty game. And then Halo's like, it is serious. It's like, it is a deep sci-fi stuff and with a million novels, but then the grunts are like talking about being fed milk from nipples. And,
there's a lot to it. I think the weapon sandbox is another huge thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I've always particularly loved the idea of the needler. It's one of my favourite weapons in any video game.
I bet you were butthurt when it got nerfed.
I don't know if it ever really got nerfed. In fact, I don't think it was ever actually that good.
Oh, really?
Like, looking back now. Because
that's interesting.
I've replayed through all the campaigns again and tried bits of multiplayer, and actually, like, if your opponent knows what they're doing, the needler's not actually as good as I remember it being. But it's, I love the idea of the weapon.
So the whole point of Nostalgia Trip is we play a game which has inspired you or has made a difference in your life. How would you say this game has made a difference in your life?
Okay, so probably because it took up so much of it.
Okay.
I mean, when I say it took up the majority of my last few years at school, I really mean that. Like, I guess it came out in 2007, I think. We're talking 10 years ago here. I went through one phase where I'd be playing Halo and I'd be watching like Halo Machinima on my laptop. And every time I died, bear in mind there's like a 3-second respawn time. I'd hit play on the video for 3 seconds and then I'd pause it again and carry on playing.
I'm quite happy you brought a Machinima actually. So, did you do it on purpose? Because I did kind of, or was that just...
I think I'd give you a link. But no, it's true. It's a true story as well. And I'm not even just talking about Red versus Blue. I'm talking about just every Halo 3 machinima. I
Right.
watched all of them back in the day.
Really? Like, I can't name any more apart from Red vs. Blue. I don't know any other...
Matchmaking was another good one.
Right, okay.
Inspired... Ooh, it had the song in it, which is the only one that I ever watch back now, which is called He Got a No Scope.
Right, okay.
It's just like, in a game, one of these characters gets a no scope.
Right.
A no scope headshot with a sniper. And then everyone just starts singing and dancing about how he got a no scope.
Okay.
Like, no, no, no. They're like crouching. No, 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 no. Scope, no scope. It's really good.
Before you got into casting, you had a bit of a YouTube background anyways, or content creating background. How would you say, like, machinima inspired you? Like, how did that take its course?
So basically, machinima... should we explain what machinima is?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's... Oh, I don't know. Is it still...
So
not...
it's just film that's shot in games.
Yeah, right?
That's
yeah.
the quickest way of... How do we fly up in this thing on bumper jump? There we go.
No idea.
Red vs. Blue is obviously the big one.
Yeah, sure.
Made by Rooster Teeth. And I had a friend mention it to me once, and I kind of watched one episode randomly, which wasn't funny to me in a vacuum.
Yeah, sure.
But then, I don't know... I think it was the weeks leading up to Halo 3 coming out, actually. I discovered, like, Red vs. Blue episode 1 on YouTube, and I thought, I'll just watch all of it.
Cool. Casual.
And I did. In the 2 weeks, I watched the first 100 episodes of Red vs. Blue.
Yeah. I guess it helps they're all 5 minutes long. So.
Yeah. But, like, it was just, like, every night on YouTube. I mean, I think I was, like, in my living room with my parents. And do I go this way? No, I don't. It's an invisible wall.
Yeah, it was like, fuck off. What are you doing?
Like, I'd be in the room with my parents, but I'd just be on my laptop with headphones on. And I just completely hooked. It's really, really immature, the first 100 episodes. And really...
There's some charm to that, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But really, like, the language is disgusting in it as well. But it was brilliant. It was brilliant. And what was really great as well is that a few weeks later, after I'd finished watching the first 100, they announced the next season, which was starting immediately. And it's like, oh, great. So I've caught up. Now I can actually...
That's like really, really good timing.
Yeah. I guess it has kind of coincided with
Halo
3's release.
Yeah, but they were pretty tight with Bungie, weren't they, back in the day?
But that got me into Rooster Teeth.
And
Rooster Teeth then started making these Rooster Teeth shorts. Which, oh, hello. These aren't machinima.
Right.
They're live action short films. And I watched them, and I really liked them. I thought, hey, I could probably do something like that. And around the same time, I started doing some film projects with some friends at school. Just after school, we'd go to the library, probably without permission, I don't remember.
I like to think it's like some kind of like Solid Snake, you like break into the library.
And we started filming a reenactment of Phoenix Wright, which is the other game we almost did here today.
Yes, that's true.
Because that's another game that's definitely... Oh, hey, it's The Arbiter. It's the other game that's definitely inspired me. Not even for any particular reason, just that we wanted to reenact it, me and some friends. And we did. I filmed it. That was also kind of how I met and became friendly with my friend Toby, who I'm sure you're going to have on the show at some point. And I've worked with a lot since then. And yeah, so it's kind of through a weird way it all came from Halo, because Halo led me to Red vs. Blue, to Rooster Teeth, which is then kind of what inspired what me and Toby did after the Phoenix Wright reenactment. It didn't ever become huge, but it was a hobby that we kept up for quite a few years, and resulted in us both going to university to study film.
So that's kind of a big deal.
In a roundabout way, a really roundabout way, it has kind of shaped what I'm doing now. I'm gonna die again. No.
Obviously, you still, although you're not making videos and stuff in the same vein, it's not like you're not doing sketches or like narrative things anymore. But like, do you think like that kind of hook to like entertain, or the fact that you could entertain on a budget, because that like came from Rooster Teeth, like, because they kind of shown like all you need is like a fucking copy of Halo and a microphone and you're good to go. Do you think that was...
For sure. I mean, there are a few steps, but like it kind of led me through these steps. Like in order to first start working out how to do machinima. And I must have been like 12 or 13 when I first started doing this, because in the footage my voice is not broken at all. It's horrible to watch back. But I had to learn how to use an editing software. Back then it was just Windows Movie Maker, you know.
Those are the days.
But then once you got a basic idea of how to do it, which I never would have tried working out if I didn't want to try making a machinima and stuff. It kind of leads you on to do more, doesn't it? Like the more you learn how to do, the more you learn how to do, the more you want to do after that, and it does. It just spirals out of control. So.
And would you say this want to entertain, was that always like a part of you, or did you discover that during this process?
I've always enjoyed acting, ever since I was really young. I joined a drama group when I was 10, something like that, which I then ended up working at as a teaching assistant for a few years.
Really?
And I've been in a few different like drama societies and stuff. I was Romeo and Juliet a few years ago. And so that kind of, with my mix of knowing how to do film stuff, which came from Machinima with Red vs. Blue, has, it's definitely led to where I am now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think that's one of the best parts about YouTube in general, perhaps. It's just like, it shows that you can do things. You don't need to be the BBC to be able to do cool stuff, you know?
Yeah, and in fact, you know what? Some areas online, like, I know that Twitch is a little bit like this. Do I have to get in this? Nope, apparently not. Warthog. Sometimes getting... Warthog.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes higher production value, if you go too high, can actually have like a detrimental effect.
Yeah, it's that whole idea of like limitations can be a positive thing for the creative.
Right, and like because I've now studied film, I like to try and make things as high standards as possible. I use green screen, you know, professional lighting, all of that stuff. But some people have said, hey, you know, I don't like it when streamers use a green screen. I like to see their bedroom. I feel like they're shutting me out if they're using a green screen. And that's so weird, right?
It's all about that personal connection, and even just like a bit of bedroom in the background can add to that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, granted, it could just be a set or whatever, which the streamers set up beforehand, but it just makes them feel more relatable, I guess. But the green screen also adds professionalness, so...
Yeah, it's difficult. Like, I think it was a study done by Game Theory. I read they did a big thing about streaming, and they worked out that if you have like a professional set, like with a booth, with a set that's obviously, like, clearly specifically meant for the streams, then it actually is worse than a low quality stream with low quality lighting, which is really weird and backwards. Is that dead?
Yeah, it's flashing crazily.
Okay.
It's gotta explode. Like...
You got me playing with no sound. I can't tell.
Oh,
Josh.
sorry. Yeah, that's like a real big issue. We need to sort out something. Hey, creative limitations.
Yeah.
We have no audio, so that's great. So how do you make that jump from making machinima and doing sketches to streaming? Like, what was the tipping point with that?
Well, for me, I didn't discover Twitch until I found out about Hearthstone.
Right.
Because I wanted to find out how to play the game better, I literally Googled, like, Hearthstone guides.
Oh, right.
And I discovered this guy called Trump, who had these very extensive... no, okay, it didn't work. Who had these very extensive guides, and then I Googled Trump at some point. The first link that came up was Trump Twitch. And I checked it out, and then saw other people were doing it, and I saw how easy it was to kind of get into it, and I thought, hey, I'll give it a go when I got some time.
And then, a lot of time later.
And then, like, 3 years later, after spending a lot of time, it's still not good enough.
Hey, it's falling down, you can get around the back, right?
Yeah, we're good.
I just realised it's got like a little face at the front.
Yeah.
I never noticed that. Because these are like controlled by loads of worms, right?
Yeah, supposedly they're the same as the hunters. They're controlled by a very large number of worms with some metal armor there. Arby's here anyway.
Yeah, so it's all good.
I think we maybe go this way.
Yeah, you go for his big old doors, don't you?
I'm actually going to finish this level, like I said. I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
Depends how many more questions you have for me, though.
Yeah, we can quickly, like, go through a few, like, quick fire round. If this is a game which is such a big, inspiration to you and means a lot to you, why aren't you playing this? Why aren't you streaming this instead of Hearthstone? What makes Hearthstone so special?
As far as where the audience is, just isn't one here.
But not even with the newer Halo games, even.
Not as much as with Hearthstone, sadly. The newer Halo games definitely are less popular than the Bungie ones. Personally, I think Halo 5 is actually better than Halo 3.
Really?
Now. Okay. I have a list. I have my top 5 single-player games, and I have my top 5 multiplayer games. And for me, like, top 5 multiplayer games, mine are Hearthstone, Halo 5, Halo 3, and then I think I put Smash 4 as the next one. But yeah, like, just quality-wise, and just gameplay-wise, and competitive-wise, because I love competitive stuff. Like, that's where my kind of bread is buttered, as far as games go. It's competition. Sure. I like to kill my friends and kill other people and just kill everyone, really. Well, not just kill, but just show that I'm better at it, you know?
Dan, I don't know how to put this, but it sounds slightly unhealthy. I'm a bit worried about you now. Like, I thought it's just like, oh, video games are fun, and then now you're like, I like killing people.
Well, here's the thing, right? So I now use Halo 5 as a break. When I'm like, because now playing Hearthstone really has become my job, I need to kind of keep up with the meta, know exactly what's good, what isn't, be as good as, or try and be almost as good as the pro players. I play a lot of Halo 5, Hearthstone, oh my goodness, I'm getting them mixed up. They both begin with H. I play a lot of Hearthstone. So Halo 5 has become my break.
Sure.
But the thing is, when I'm taking a break by playing Halo 5, I don't just kick back, relax, and play some casual big team battle. I jump into Arena, I put the headset on, and I properly try hard at Capture the Flag. Because that's how I relax. I just love the real, deep, competitive side of it.
So...
Oh my goodness, I've never been launched up here before.
Neither of these guys. They seem a bit confused.
That's different.
What I was going to say, yeah, so you've kind of touched on this already, but like, so you think 343 are doing a really good job then with Halo?
I think they are. I think there are definitely areas they need to improve, and I think there are things they know they've done wrong, like split screen. They've admitted that was a misstep.
Yeah, that's good. I respect them now. It's fine as long as they know they did bad there.
Halo Wars 2 just came. Oh, hello. Halo Wars 2 just came out. I'm enjoying that a lot. See, Arbiter would be telling me what to do now if I could hear him.
No, it's because of this guy.
Oh no, that's a friendly. Floods, do you want to tell me what to do? I feel like. Hang on, is there a button? I can't get past this bit.
Oh fuck! Shall I turn the sound on so we can quickly find out what we're gonna do? Like, I honestly have no idea.
There's an enemy on.
No, yeah, because remember I said there was like some enemies up there who looked really confused, and there was like 2 jetpack guys, and you kind of hit one of them.
They're Flood though.
No, there is a jetpack guy up there as well.
Oh my goodness!
Can we get back up? Oh god.
Made it.
It was
that guy.
That guy to the left. There you go.
You little sneaky. Hey, it was that guy.
It's so dumb that the game's not like, yeah, you got to the end. We can just press the button now. It's just like, yeah.
You must kill that one brute that's stuck on that rooftop that you're not supposed to get to.
Yeah, it's so dumb. So you don't think any of the charm or any of that's been lost between the change from Bungie to 343?
I do think some of the charm was lost, and I think this is the point I was about to get to, is that with Halo Wars 2, they've kind of brought back the classic art style, under the premise that these guys have been in cryosleep for the last 22 years, so they're still using old gear and everything, and their armor, it looks really, is the old style armor. So everything in Halo Wars 2 looks more like an old Halo game, whereas 343 have kind of come along with this a little bit more gruff, gruff, is that probably a good word, gruff version of what things look like. There are some big Halo YouTubers that complain that elites look too much like brutes now, like they don't look like the way they used to. But as far as the gameplay goes, I honestly think Halo 5 is solid. The campaign's nowhere near as good. The story is terrible compared to the old games. That's pretty well known, but the multiplayer, I've been playing it almost at least a few days every week for the last year and a half. So I absolutely love the game.
And hey, Nathan Fillion's in it. So you know,
Nathan Fillion is in it.
That's what we all really wanted. Who gives a shit about Master Chief?
You asked earlier why Hearthstone, why not Halo? Yeah. The reason I started streaming Hearthstone is just because I got very into it. Like, I just happened to fall in love with the game at the time.
So it's nothing. You didn't have a background in World of Warcraft or anything like that? Or?
Not really. I played casually for a year or two, but very casually. Like there would be months I'd go without playing it, and then I'd go, "Oops, I've been paying for this. I'm doing it right now. I'm paying for World of Warcraft. I've been paying for it for the last 6 months. I haven't played for about 4. I just keep forgetting to cancel it."
They've got you. That's really bad because you're giving like Blizzard like a butt ton of money just because you're streaming Hearthstone anyway. So the amount of packs you must be buying, and then you're giving them money through World of Warcraft.
They could at least give me a free WoW subscription.
Definitely.
Given that I'm not playing the game anyway.
Excellent. Well, I think that's the end of our interview. Cool. Thank you for your time today, Dan. Would you like to plug your channel and stuff or whatever?
Hey, well, I'm known as FalconeHS on the internet generally. I didn't get it wrong. I changed my name recently. I thought I'd get that wrong. Nope, I'm known as FalconeHS. I'm sure Josh will put links in the description.
Of course.
If he's not, then he won't be my friend anymore. To my Twitch, Twitter, etc. But yeah, that's me.
Excellent, cool. Well, thank you for your time, and I'll catch you later, internet. That's how I'm signing off these days. I'm trying to play around with sign-offs.
Hate internet. Hey Hearthstone Legends.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I haven't thought of mine.
Yours could be Hey Internet.
I mean, yeah, I keep just testing stuff out and see what sounds good.